Okay, in this video I want to show you how to convert from degrees to radians. So we're converting from degrees to radians, and recall that we had 180 degrees equal to pi radians. And remember, abbreviate radians with a lowercase rad. Okay, so now let's suppose I have 45 degrees. Now you might remember from before that 45 degrees is actually equal to pi over 4 radians because it was a fourth of pi, or a fourth of 180 degrees. But let's pretend we don't know. Let's suppose that's equal to x radians, and let's see if we can figure out a way to explain how many radians we have for 45 degrees in a way that makes sense, that maybe we can apply it to other degrees. Okay. Well, 45 degrees is equal to x radians. And I'm writing it like this because what I'm actually going to do is use a ratio. So 45 equals x. So this is like degrees equaling radians. Well, I have another relationship that I can use. 180 degrees equals pi radians. So I'll put this in the denominator. 180 degrees equals pi radians. So now I have degrees equals radians, degrees equals radians. So I can use this ratio to solve for x. And when you have one fraction equal to another fraction, you can solve this equation by cross multiplying. So 45 times pi, I'm going to leave off the degree symbol because my answer will end up being in radians, equals 180 times x. And now I can solve this for x by dividing both sides by 180. So x is 45 pi divided by 180. Okay. I can reduce this because 45 over 180 reduces, and 45 goes into 184 times, so this is the same thing as pi over 4, which I knew already from the video before. So I can say that 45 degrees equals pi over 4 radians. And so you can see that this relationship, 180 degrees equals pi radians, you can use that to convert between degrees and radians. So let's try another example that's maybe not so obvious. Okay, so again, we're going to convert from degrees to radians, and let's write down our conversion here that we know. 180 degrees equals pi radians. So that's the one that you should just kind of remember. It'll help you solve all the other ones. Okay, and let's try maybe, how about negative 150 degrees? And I want to know how many radians that's equal to. Okay. So I'm going to set up my ratio. So negative 150, and this will be 180, equals x over pi. Okay, so degrees equals radians, and then in the denominator, degrees equals radians, so this works. And now I can solve for x. I can cross multiply, so negative 150 pi equals 180 times x, and then I can divide both sides by 180, and I get x equals negative 150 pi divided by 180. And let's see, I can divide the numerator and the denominator by 10. They have that common factor, so this becomes negative 15 pi over 18, and I think there's another common factor here. It looks like 3 will go into both of those, and so this ends up being, let's see, 3 goes into 15 5 times, and it goes into 18 6 times, so we get negative 5 pi over 6. So I can say negative 150 degrees equals negative 5 pi over 6 radians.